today we have one brother of ours who plays for
Valor FC.
Raphael FC, and we've gotten the opportunity to speak to him about his journey and how he broke through into the soccer system here in Canada. So yeah, thanks, brother.
No problem. Anytime.
Yeah, man.
Anytime.
Yeah, so I want you to introduce yourself to the viewers. And,
Yeah, guys, my name is Raphael Ohin. Originally from Ghana, Accra, Jamestown. Yeah, I moved here about 10 years ago, and I play for Valor FC.
All right, thank you so much. And also, I would want to know how it was for you back home before you came into Canada. Did you start playing football back home, or when you go here is when you started playing football?
No, I've been playing. I was playing back home before I even moved here.
Okay.
I mean, Ghana boy.
Of course, of
You know,
course.
it's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
football is, it's in our DNA.
Most
And
definitely.
I grew up in a soccer family. I have
Okay.
4 brothers that play, but sorry, 3 brothers that play, and I'm the 4th.
Okay.
But unfortunately, they couldn't get to the next level. And I can say I consider myself blessed to have made, take that next step in my family. So yeah, it means a lot to me, and it means a lot to my family and my
That's
community.
good. That's good.
But yeah, I was playing back in Ghana. I played just like any other kid.
Yeah.
Had the opportunity to train with Accra Greek Olympics before I had my first move. Traveled to Switzerland at the age of 15.
Okay.
I was in the Basel FC Basel Academy.
Yeah.
I was there for 1 week, came back, flew in again with my dad, to sign a young developmental contract.
Yeah.
So I went back again, stayed there for a couple months, and just like I had to move on due to a few things. I don't think is the perfect time to speak about it,
Most
but
definitely.
like agent issues, and all of that. Yeah. So yeah, after that, just like I would say at the beginning, I had good people working for me, or I'm working with good people like the agents. Now that they were doing everything for me, so I didn't really have to pay anything. So all I had to do is just listen to them, and whatever they told me to do, I do. Right. So I ended up going to Germany for 2 weeks to train with Mönchengladbach. Just like I had few exposures here and there before I finally I found myself in Thailand.
Yeah.
So I played a little bit in Thailand, Mongtong United. And then from Thailand, I went to Sweden. And then from Sweden, and I had the opportunity to come to Canada. Yeah, so I moved here to Winnipeg to start all over again.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I moved here to Winnipeg to start all over again, and it was just it was another journey in my life. But yeah, again, I took that leap, step, boldness, and I got in here, and it just I was just trying my best playing in Winnipeg. I was playing for a semi-professional team, because I said I have to start all over again.
Yeah,
So I was playing for a semi-professional team in Winnipeg called WSA Winnipeg, and through WSA Winnipeg, that's how I got scouted to play for Valor. So
good.
yeah, I came here, with the dream of one day, I wanted to be a pro, but I went to a city where there is no professional team there, and I had to work, and then be patient, and yeah.
I'm glad with everything that you said. It's more like it was quite a journey for you because
It's been a lot of journey.
because you basically been like 3 different continents, right?
Oh yeah.
That's really impressive. And also I'd want to know, how tough or easy it is to get into the first team in Canada.
It was not easy. It was it was tough. Even when I got into Valor, that was my official professional contract. Like the previous ones was more like developmental and all of that. But so when I got there, you can imagine I was playing with guys they've been in that professional environment before. So even to cracking into the first team was not an easy thing. But I had to keep my head down, keep working, keep believing, and wait for my opportunity to come. And whilst you're on the bench or waiting, all you need to do is just once you get that shot, you gotta take it. Because it doesn't come that often, just like you have one chance and you have to take it. And then when I had my chance, I put my foot in the water, and I was just
boys are used to the water, so
yeah.
I mean that's nice. And also you are the captain of the side right now.
I'm the captain. Yeah.
So how did that come about? Was it like something that you dreamt of being, or you just came
honestly, just like I didn't pick myself to be captain. Coaches see something in you, and then they think, okay, this guy, is a perfect guy that can lead the team. And again, also I have to wait for my opportunity, to come. And when I got called in, to be the captain, I was like, hey, this is another achievement in my life, and it just like it means a lot. It's not only for me, captainship is not only for me, but it's for all my, the youth out there, the young Ghanaians coming, those who are here, all those who are back home, right? That hey, listen, if I can do it, you can also do it.
Most definitely.
Most
definitely.
It's just like we also need a chance to show leadership.
So finally, if there's anything you could tell someone who's starting, an African person, either in Ghana or any part of Africa, that wants to pursue football in Canada or soccer in Canada, what is one advice you can give to that person?
I would say, like people have it in mind back home that Canada there is no football here. Right? They think, it's just like it's only Europe, and it's no disrespect. Yes, Europe is where everybody knows, right? But so like football is actually growing here in Canada too. You can see the CPL. This is the 7th year, and my little advice to any young kid out there is just keep dreaming. It was not an easy thing for me, right? If I have to say something, after I signed my young developmental contract in Switzerland, it took me 8 years to sign the first a professional, contract. So imagine that 8 years, anything could have happened. People gave up in that 8 years. I have friends that gave up, right? But this was my dream. This is it's not only for me, it's for my family. It's for my dad. I need to make my dad proud. My dad is a huge fan of Accra Great Olympics, very well known. And people can see out there Accra Great Olympics. If you mention George Ohin, people know him very well. And it's his dream that one day, one of his kids can also be a professional, wear that surname. And I'm very proud of myself, and also it's just like I believe I've made my dad proud. May he so rest in peace, but I've made him proud.
So rest in peace. Most definitely. I'm sure anywhere it is right now, you'll be happy for sure.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much for spending your time with me. And also, if you have any social media platforms, you can share with our viewers so that they can follow.
I have Instagram, I have Facebook. It's just the same name, Raphael Ohin, RAPHAEL. .OHIN. If you search me on Instagram, you can find
Most
me.
Definitely. And on Facebook, the same thing?
Facebook, the same thing, Raphael Ohin.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
Man.
I can tell, you can tell I'm a little bit in a rush because the bus is late.
Most definitely.
I'm just like, trying to
I really
make
appreciate
everything
your time,
so
brother.
snap.
I really appreciate your time, man.
I'll be coming here again.
Most
when I
definitely.
come here, we can do it all over again.
I can't wait. I would want to sit and have a nice conversation.
We can sit and have a nice conversation.
I appreciate it. Thank
you
so much,
brother.
brother.
Thank you.
Safe journey back.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Take care.